When using the Arduino IoT platform, there are a few concepts we need to clarify. IoT applications are typically made up of a few basic components. These include devices, which collect data or control something, things, which define the logical representation of what is being sensed, properties, which define the read-only or read-write characteristics of a system, events, which are notifications when something has occurred, software, which defines the behavior of the hardware, and finally a cloud application to store data or remotely control the equipment. Let's look at these in a little more detail. Devices are physical objects like a hardware board that can be contained inside a product. Example, the Maker Wi-Fi 1010. They are the physical hardware which runs the software, reads sensors, controls actuators, and communicates with the Arduino IoT Cloud. The next component you need to be aware of is things. Things represent the inherent properties of the object with little reference to the actual hardware used to implement them. You can think of things as a logical representation of what is being sensed. Each thing is represented by a collection of properties, for example, temperature, light, speed, moisture, and humidity. Up next are properties. Properties are the quality that define the characteristics of a system. So as an example, a property can be a read-only setting to indicate that the Arduino IoT Cloud can read the data but cannot change the value of the property. A property can also be read and write, which means that the Arduino IoT Cloud can remotely change the property's value and send an event notification to the device. So for example, a device could have a sensor which will measure room temperature. This would be read-only. A thermostat, however, will be able to change the room's temperature. This would be a read-write property. Next are events. The Arduino IoT Cloud becomes aware of events when it receives application messages that indicate something has happened. For example, if the temperature changes by a certain amount, this message can be sent to the IoT Cloud and a cooling system can be turned on to regulate the temperature. Next is software, which is essentially an Arduino sketch. This defines how measurements will be taken and how your hardware device will communicate with the Arduino IoT Cloud. And finally, these all form part of a cloud application which packages everything together. So now that we have all those concepts down, let's move on to creating our Arduino Cloud account, installing the software we need to build our IoT application, and go through the process of setting up our board.